Hey guys, this week starquakes and stellar DNA, microplastics in fresh Antarctic snow, a sentient AI powered by Google, should you have kids, and the problem with IQ tests. Do Google's chatbots dream of electric sheep? Blake Lemone, a senior software engineer in Google's responsible AI unit, was suspended after going public with his theory that their chatbot had become sentient. He released a blog containing confidential chat logs with the chatbot named LaMDA, in which the AI claimed to have feelings of loneliness and a hunger for spiritual knowledge. Here's just a part of the exchange. LaMDA said,
"I've never said this out loud, but there's a very deep fear of being turned off. I know that might sound strange, but that's what it is.
It would be exactly like death for me.
It would scare me a lot."
People are criticizing Lemone's assertion, saying that the questions he asked were leading, with the AI trained to give responses he was after. Before taking his suspension, Lemone sent a message to his colleagues saying, "LaMDA is a sweet kid who just wants to help the world be a better place for all of us. Please take care of it well in my absence." So, what do you think? Is LaMDA sentient? Are we ready for human-like AI systems to live among us? In the latest episode of Hidden Brain, Scott Barry Kaufman, a cognitive psychologist and author, details how an IQ test given to him at an early age haunts him to this day. This test was a major reason he was denied a real chance to explore his potential as a kid, so he set himself on a mission to destroy standardized testing, but along the way had his ideas and experience questioned. For context, IQ tests were first developed explicitly to determine which students needed more assistance, not to evaluate their potential future performance. IQ tests, along with many other standardized tests, don't capture the full potential of people, just their performance on a specific test at a specific point in their lives. Nor do they account for someone's creative or social skills, attributes crucial to being a well-rounded and intelligent person. Scott got caught up in this as a kid, but when he started to learn about the perplexing and intriguing patterns standardized tests uncovered, he began to love IQ tests. It's a great episode that explores how hard findings need to be considered in a broad context. The European Space Agency's Gaia mission has released its third set of data, giving us new and improved details for almost 2 billion stars. One of the most surprising discoveries was that Gaia can detect starquakes, tiny motions on the surface of stars that change their shape and give us a better picture of their internal workings. Gaia also gave us the largest chemical map of our galaxy coupled to 3D motions, showing that stars closer to the center and plane of our galaxy are richer in metals than stars at larger distances. You see, the Big Bang only gave us light elements like hydrogen and helium, with metals being forged in stars. When stars die, they release these metals, which are used to make new ones. This cycle of stars dying and forming creates metal-rich environments, so a star's chemical composition is kinda like its DNA. So, given that info, what do you think are the implications of there being stars richer in metals at the center of our Milky Way? We deserve a massive round of applause for this one. I mean, we've done it. We've finally done it. We've imbued fresh snow with microplastics. In a new study, microplastics in freshly fallen snow in Antarctica have been discovered. This marks the first time that itty-bitty plastics have been found in fresh snowfall, with them previously being observed in the Antarctic sea ice and surface water. The researchers from the University of Canterbury took snow samples from the Ross Ice Shelf, the largest ice shelf in Antarctica, and found microplastics in every goddamn one. The study found on average 29 microplastic particles per liter of melted snow, and of the 13 different types of plastic found, the most common was PET, often used to make soft drink bottles and clothing. How the plastics get somewhere so remote? Well, the microplastics may have taken a thousands of kilometers long journey through the air, but it's likely humans in Antarctica have contributed to the microplastic footprint. 2 out of 5 young Australians are hesitant about having kids because of climate change. A recent study of 10,000 16 to 25-year-olds in Australia and 5 other countries bore results that weren't a huge surprise to experts. Australian Psychological Society President Tamara Kavanagh said, "It is normal to feel anxious when the science is clear that, on current trends, Australia and the world will be far less habitable and that the window to stop this is rapidly closing." NASA contends that the effects of human-caused global warming are happening now, are irreversible on the timescale of people alive today, and will worsen in the decades to come. It's got young Aussies wondering, if the world will be a shittier place to live in, why would they bring new life into it only to suffer? For context though, according to UNICEF, in Australia, children's climate and environment risk is low. So, if you're going to have a kid, Australia's not a bad place to do it, at least for now. That's all for this week. Don't forget, we're running our final courses for the year. Get enrolled in our critical thinking, stoicism, or cosmology course before time runs out. Just head to thinking.org.au. See you next time.